Hello, so this is gonna be one of our time bone style, whatever bone release. So, we're just gonna go straight to the video. Let's do this. So, we see a boy. He's in a forest. He has a scroll in front of him, a very big scroll. He has white hair. He was wearing a suit. It was black and white. He also had black sandals on. He had red rings around his eyes, and it looked like he had two little horns coming from his forehead. This was Naruto Uzumaki. The boy put his hands in a cross as he just yelled, "Shadow Clone Jutsu." Then 3 copies of the exact boy we saw appeared out of thin air. The boy jumped up and down. He was happy. He finally mastered the clone jutsu. But this isn't any regular clone jutsu. No, this is the shadow clone jutsu. Okay, he dispels the clones. He then hears someone from behind him. He turns around and he sees his sensei. "Naruto, what were you thinking stealing the scroll ceiling?" "What? I didn't steal it. And Mizuki sensei told me to get it, and if I did, I pass, right? That's how it works. And if I master one jutsu, I get to become a genin." "What? Mizuki told you this?" Then they heard a laugh. They looked at a tree, and it was the man they were talking about. He also had white hair like Naruto. He was wearing a jacket. It was green over his clothes. He was also wearing sandals. He was quite pale, and he had a headband on. "Ah, I see you figured it out, Haruka. Mizuki, why did you tell Naruto to steal the scroll ceiling?" "Well, it's because I wanted to get it for myself, so I had him steal it, and then I would kill him to take it. But it looks like you got here before me. Look at you, learning so much about your students. You're such a good teacher. Well, looks like you're gonna die now," he said. "What?" Naruto was so confused. "Naruto, run, okay? Don't give Mizuki the scroll." Naruto looked at his sensei. He didn't know what to do. Then Mizuki grabbed a shuriken. It was very big. He then grabbed it and threw it straight at Naruto. Naruto, he couldn't move. He fell on the ground. He was looking right at the murder weapon that would kill him, so he thought, as his sensei, Aruka. He also had a green flat jacket on and had another headband. They looked identical. He screamed in pain. The large shuriken hit him right in the back. "Naruto, run, take the scroll, and don't come back. Don't give it to Mizuki," Aruka said. Naruto was confused. He just saw his sensei try to kill him, but he was saved by his other sensei. Then Aruka said, "Naruto, listen to me, you have to go." But then Mizuki said, "Naruto, don't listen to him. Don't you want to know the truth? They've all been lying to you your entire life. Don't you want to know why everyone hates you?" Naruto looked up at Mizuki for a second. "What? Why? Tell me," Naruto said. "Okay, I'll tell you just before you die." As Haruka yelled, Mizuki, don't do it. It's forbidden. You can't tell him. As Mizuki grabbed at Iruka, he yelled at him. He told him to shut up and stop talking. Naruto, the reason why everyone hates you is because you are the nine-tailed fox. The day you were born, it was sealed inside you. You are the reincarnation of the nine-tailed fox. The demon. That's why everyone hates you. Because you're nothing more but a monster, a demon. Mizuki, you can't. What's wrong with you? Iruka yelled at him. But it was too late. Naruto, he just learned why everyone in his village hated him. Naruto looked at them. He quickly got up, pushed off of his sensei, and ran. He ran in the forest as fast as he can. No. He ran, Iruka thought. He ran away. What will he do? Naruto, he ran and ran until he was behind the tree. He was hiding. As he then heard his sensei started to talk. He started to cry after what he heard as he came out of the shadows. Then he looked at Mizuki. He had the scroll ceiling tied to his back. As he did the oh so familiar hand signs, one of his favorite jutsus from now on. As he yelled, Multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu! As 1,000 Naruto copies appeared all around the trees, all around, everywhere, surrounded Mizuki. As Naruto said, don't you ever hurt my sensei. 'Cause if you do, I'll pound you 1,000 times harder, Naruto said, as all the Narutos rushed at Mizuki and did exactly what Naruto just said. Naruto, after him beating Mizuki and, taking a few teeth out, he looked at Iruka. Looks like I went a little overboard. Yeah, Iruka said. He can't believe it. Naruto really passed. He mastered the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Not even a jutsu that a lot of Chunins can't even use. And if they did, they would be pretty weakened. But Naruto, he doesn't even look, out of that much of breath. Naruto, close your eyes, Iruka said. Naruto just nodded. Okay, he said as he walked to his sensei. He closed his eyes. So once Naruto opened them, he saw his sensei without his headband. Naruto, you graduated. You are now getting. Naruto, he smiled. He was so happy. Time skip to the next day. So Naruto has graduated. He finally finished the academy. He's not gonna have to go back there anytime soon. He's so happy. He'll never have to see that terrible place again. That's what he was thinking. Till he was told he has to go back there to figure out his team. He was so annoyed. Why do we have to go back to the academy, he thought. Naruto, he started to get ready. He had to go take his photo so everyone would see how he looked like if he were to go rogue or if he did something bad, so he could go into the bingo books or future Hokages can see his file. So he went there. He went to the top of the Hokage Tower. Man, there's so many stairs all the way up to here, he thought. Once he finally reached there, he saw the cameraman. As Naruto got his picture taken. He was so tired walking up all those stairs. He finally went down to go see the third Hokage. There's been 4 Hokages through the time of Konoha, and right now they have their third Hokage. It's pretty confusing. See, the 4th Hokage, 12 years ago, the day Naruto was born, he was murdered and he died. He was fighting the Kyuubi, one of the strongest tailed beasts. He thought, well, looks like I gotta go talk to him. He went there and he started talking to the old man. He looked at Naruto's picture, then he looked back straight at Naruto. Retake it. What? Naruto said. Retake your photo. What? No, I'm not gonna take my photo again. Do you know how long it took me to put on all that makeup? Yes, and it's terrible. That's why you're not gonna put it back on. What? I'm gonna keep it, Naruto said. Naruto, no one can even recognize you. I only know this is you because it says your name there. Like, come on. I don't even know who this person is, he says as he holds up the photo of Naruto. He had red paint and white paint all over his face. It even covered his whisker marks. Look, it's so good, Naruto said. No, it's not good, so you can retake it, the old man said. Naruto sighed. Fine, I'll retake it, Naruto said as he got up. He started to walk until he heard the door open. When the door opened, someone ran in. They had a wooden kunai in their hand, and they were running as they yelled, I'm gonna finally kill you, old man, and become Hokage. As Naruto saw, the assassination attempt failed miserably as the assassin fell on the floor, hitting his face. He had such a long scarf that he tripped over it. Naruto sighed. What are you doing? Naruto said. As the kid got up, he rubbed his face. You tripped me. What? I didn't trip you. You're just so dumb at your stupid scarf. You tripped over it yourself. You're dumb, Naruto said. No, you tripped me. As then a man came inside. He had a banana. A banana, yeah. He had a banana on, covering his head. You couldn't see his hair. And he had black glasses on. He was pretty pale, as he also had a headband on. As he then said, Honorable grandson, what are you doing here? You need to come back so we can train. The kid said, as he started to go away. Naruto couldn't help but think, this kid's really annoying. Whoever he is, I hate him, he thought, as he started to walk away. As Naruto finally left the building, he decided he's gonna go home. Today's been a pretty weird day, he thought. As Naruto went home, he finally went to sleep. The next day, he went to the academy. He decided to sit next to Sasuke. He never really liked Sasuke. He always hated him. Sasuke, everyone in the class liked. Well, except all the boys. They all hated him. But every single girl, they all loved him. It was so annoying. Naruto was just sitting there until 2 people came into class, rushing in. One of them had bright pink hair, and the other one had long yellow hair. Both of their hair were pretty long, Naruto thought. As they ran in, the pink-haired girl yelled at Naruto, saying, "Naruto, you idiot, get out of there. Let me sit next to Sasuke." She yelled at him, and then she hit him on the head. "What?" Naruto said. "I was here first, so I get to sit here, not you," Naruto said as he sticked out his tongue. "What? No, you have to let me sit there. Sasuke doesn't even like you. And same to you," Naruto said. "He hates you 10,000 times more than he hates me," Naruto said back to them. Now, Naruto really thought this person was annoying. This person was Sakura Haruno. He never liked her. She was so annoying. When they were kids, yeah, he liked her before. But now she has some serious anger issues. And she probably has a mental problem. She's way too obsessed with this guy. I mean, maybe she actually does love him. I mean, all the other girls aren't so obsessed with him like her, Naruto thought. Okay, so I get to sit here. This is my seat. My, Naruto said. He said it slowly so it can go through her feeble mind. Okay. So, you get it now? Naruto said calmly. "Yeah, this is my seat, so get out of here." "What? This isn't your seat, Bloodborne. This is my seat," the yellow-haired girl said. Her name was Yamanaka. She had blue eyes too, just like Naruto, and yellow hair. But she also liked Sasuke. She didn't like Sasuke as much as Sakura did, but she still liked him. Naruto sighed. Now they just started fighting. They completely forgot about Sasuke was even there, or Naruto was there. They even forgot they were in class. Naruto just sat back down next to Sasuke. They actually forgot he was here, Naruto thought. At least I don't have to deal with them anymore. As Naruto sat back down. And then Sakura noticed this and said, "Naruto, get out of my seat." And then Naruto just got up. He got onto the desk. And then he walked onto the other side of Sasuke and sat down. "Fine, you can sit there," Naruto said. As he sat on the other side of Sasuke, Sasuke was getting really annoyed. He looked at Naruto and glared at him. Why couldn't he just still sit there? He didn't want to deal with them. As Sasuke, he just sighed. And then he asked, "Naruto, why couldn't you just sit there?" "I'm not going to deal with them. You deal with them." Sasuke sighed. He was really sad. Sasuke was a kid with black hair. It kind of looked like a duck butt, but, no one said about that. He couldn't deal with this right now. He was kind of annoyed at Naruto just leaving him like that. He never really did like Sakura. She was kind of crazy. And same thing with Ino. A lot of them were really obsessed with him. He really couldn't even do anything in class. Poor Sasuke, Naruto thought. Okay. When Sensei walked in, as he started to tell all the kids about how proud he was that they graduated and how much he would miss them. As everyone listened, some kids cried, some kids ignored, some kids just didn't really care, but still listened anyway. Naruto was one of the people who still listened, but didn't care that much. He still liked Iruka, and he would probably see him more times, but he really didn't care that much. He didn't want to cry, because he wasn't that sad. He was so happy that he'll graduate. That's really what he was happy about right now. As Naruto finally heard his name, he heard Naruto Uzumaki, Sakura Haruno, and Sasuke Uchiha. Team 7. Naruto and Sasuke both thought at the exact same time, "Oh no, Sakura, a fangirl? We're gonna die! Abort, abort! Kill yourself, kill yourselves! That's what they're thinking right now. At least Sakura won't be too bad for now. So, they waited for the sensei. They waited so long that even Aruka left. They stood there for 3 hours until their sensei finally came back. When he came, he had gravity-defying gray hair. It was so confusing how his hair was standing up like that. They didn't understand. He had his headband covering one of his eyes, as he was pretty tall. He also had green flat jacket on. As he walked in, he looked at them. They said, "My first impression of all of you are, you're all idiots," he said. They were kind of annoyed. This guy, their sensei, made them wait for 3 hours, and then he has the audacity to come here and call them idiots. I mean, I guess they were, waiting there for 3 hours and never leaving. So he wasn't that wrong. As he then said, "Meet me in the roof." As he just walked out. Okay, so this guy was pretty weird. So they all got up and walked to the roof. As when they see their sensei, he was leaning on the rails. He told them to sit down in front of him on the steps. So they did that. And then he said, "Okay, so we don't know that much about each other, so let's start with introductions," he said. "Okay, you first," he said as he pointed at Sakura. "Well, Sensei, you should probably go first so you can show us how to do it." "Oh, okay, fine," he said. He didn't really care, so he started. "My name is Kakashi Hatake. I have likes. I also have dislikes. I have some hobbies. And a dream? Never thought about one," he said. They all just thought, he just told us his name. "Okay, you know, Pinky," he said. Sakura just ignored what he said that she liked someone and said that she hated Naruto and Ino, her friend. As Kakashi just nodded, then he pointed at Naruto, and Naruto said, "Okay, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. I like ramen, and I hate the 3 minutes you have to wait for your ramen to cook. And I like the Ichiraku ramen that Haruka Sensei buys me. And my dream is to become Hokage," he said. Okay, now you go." He pointed at Sasuke. "My name is Sasuke Uchiha. I like things. I hate a lot of things too. And my dream? No. This isn't a dream. I will make it into a reality. I will kill a certain man," he says. "Whoa, emo," Naruto thought. Okay, so future murderer, Kakashi thought. Obsessed fangirl, he also thought, as he thought about Sakura and Sasuke. And then weird kid that has an obsession with ramen, so I better stop him from eating that. He'll probably die really young because he eats so much ramen, he thought. Okay, so tomorrow we'll have a test. It will be called the bell test, okay? Kakashi said. They all nodded. Okay, so tomorrow at 7 o'clock, we are at training ground 7, he said. They all just nodded. Okay, so bye, he said. And also, don't eat anything. I'll you just throw it up. As he disappeared in a puff of smoke. Okay, Naruto and Sasuke both thought, he has to teach us that. As Naruto got up and he started to walk home. The next day, Naruto woke up early. He finally saw the time. It was around 6:30. Yeah, he has 30 minutes. He decided to quickly take a shower and change his clothes and have breakfast. Would it be ramen? As he was making the ramen, he thought, wait, didn't our sensei tell us not to eat? He thought. Then he looked at the ramen. Then he thought about it. The ramen was so close to being done. Nah, he wouldn't know, he says, as he decided to eat the ramen. He ate a lot of ramen. As Naruto finally went to the training ground, he had a few minutes to spare. He saw Sasuke and Sakura already there. Naruto, you're late, Sakura said. Well, Sensei isn't here, and it's not even 7 yet, he said. Well, I guess so, you're right. So, I thought Sensei would be here first, Naruto said. Yeah, me too, Sakura said. So, what do you guys think this test will be about? I don't know. I think we might have to get these bells that he said to help see our skills, Sasuke said. Wow, you're so smart, Sasuke, Sakura said. Yeah, Sasuke said. He looked at her, worried for a few seconds. Okay. So, they waited. It was 7:05. Oh, maybe he's a few minutes late. I forgot the training gowns, Naruto said. Yeah, you're right, Naruto, Sakura said. Okay. So, they waited. 7:15. Wow, he must be pretty lost, Naruto said. Yeah. Okay. It's 8. He is really late now. Huh. Who's this guy think he is? Please don't tell me he's gonna be 3 hours late like he was last time, Naruto begged. He probably will be, Sasuke said. I can't believe this guy, Naruto said. It was finally 11 o'clock. He came back. We see Naruto sitting by a tree, Sakura reading a book, and Sasuke just sitting on the ground, doing nothing with his eyes closed. It looked like he was asleep, but he was sitting up, so probably wasn't. As Kakashi looked at the sight. Huh, he thought. Okay, so guys, sorry I was late. I saw a black cat on the path here, so I had to take the long way, he said. Huh, I know that's a lie. There's no black cats here. Trust me, I went that path, so I didn't see a black cat. You're a liar. Why didn't you just wait for the black cat to leave? Naruto yelled at him. I don't know, Kakashi said. Yeah, Naruto said. Okay, just tell us what the test is about. Okay, Naruto, Kakashi said as he grabbed 2 bells, as he jiggled them. Okay, so this is how the test is gonna work. I have these 2 bells. Now, you have until 2 o'clock to get these bells for me. And if you don't, well, you have to go back to the academy, Kakashi said. What? Naruto thought. It took me forever to pass this. He felt like crying if he failed. He would probably commit suicide to just jump off the tower. No, I will not fail this, Naruto said. I will pass. I can't do that. Okay, so what What happens if we do get the bells? Sakura started out. Well, you pass, Kakashi said. He was really confused. Was it that hard to figure out? I mean, like, the other two looked like they figured it out. Come on, that was a pretty simple question. Okay, so you guys have until 3 o'clock to get these bells from me. And if you don't, you have to go back to the academy. So, yeah, Kakashi said. Okay, as he said, 3, 2, 1, go. As Naruto stayed there, but Sakura and Sasuke, they were gone. Okay, Naruto said, I'm not gonna fail this, so he just runs at Kakashi, runs at him as fast as he can. As Naruto runs at Kakashi, as he makes the hand sign, Shadow Jutsu, Naruto yelled, as 3 Narutos appear. As the Narutos grab each other's hands. One Naruto grabs the original Naruto's hand, while another Shadow Clone Naruto grabs the other Shadow Clone Naruto's hands. As they started spinning and spinning until they threw both of them as they charged at Kakashi. One, the original Naruto was aiming to grab the bells, while the other one was aiming to punch him. As they were doing that, Kakashi easily saw this, so he just put his hand over his bells and just punched the Shadow Clone Naruto straight in the face, hitting the original Naruto, sending him off course, hitting the ground. Naruto shook his head as Naruto smiled. As Kakashi wondered what he smiling about until he heard something. He turned around and he saw the other 2 Naruto Shadow Clones. He just forgot about them. As they charged at Kakashi, ready to punch him in the face, because that's what he deserves, because they're mad at him. But they fail miserably, while Kakashi immediately turns around and kicks the Naruto, the original one, in the face that was trying to grab the bells while he was distracted. The original Naruto was able to just grace the bells. He could smell victory until he had a shoe in his face. Well, that's actually pretty good, Naruto. But I'm a Jonin, so it will take a lot more than that to defeat me. Well, you better watch out, Kakashi-sensei, Naruto said. As Naruto just looked at Kakashi, he had a smile on his face. As Kakashi was just wondering, what was he thinking about? As he turns around and he sees 2 shuriken coming straight at him, and he sees Sasuke. As he sees Sasuke, he sees that Sasuke is doing hand signs. He sees the jutsu he's doing. And elemental jutsu? That's way too good for a fresh Genin, he thought. As Sasuke did Fire Style Fireball Jutsu, he yelled. As a humongous fireball came straight at Kakashi. Kakashi was just thinking, wow. I mean, Naruto has his shadow clones. Sasuke has his, fireball jutsu. What will Sakura have, he thought. As he looked at them. This might be a really good team if they pass. I'm kind of starting to want them to pass, he thought. As he then heard someone running so fast. As he turned, he saw Naruto. He was running. As he saw, oh no, he's just gonna grab the bells. As he quickly grabbed Naruto's hands and he was about to kick him. But then he saw Sasuke. Okay, he thought, I'll just let go of Naruto and kick him, and I'll punch Naruto in the face. He thought. As that was happening, he never noticed that Naruto made hand signs of Shadow Clone Jutsu as he kicked Sasuke and punched Naruto in the face. And then another Naruto appeared out of thin air as he grabbed the bells, but he could never get them fully as he was also murdered. As he poofed away, as Kakashi, he disappeared with a log. Ooh, they were actually really good, Kakashi thought as he looked at them through a tree. Okay, so now I'm gonna look at Sakura as he ran to go find Sakura. It took him a few minutes to get her location. She really wasn't hiding, and you can't miss pink hair. As he saw Sakura, he decided to put her under a genjutsu. As he put her under a genjutsu, she, fainted. He did have her watch Sasuke. He did have Sasuke dive right in front of her with so many kunais in his back, arms, everywhere. Poor her, he thought. As he decided to go find Sasuke and Naruto. As Kakashi, he finds Naruto and Sasuke. Oh, it looks like they're gonna start teaming up together, he thought. So he just watched, and he thought, wow, they look like a good team, he thought. Okay, so Sasuke, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump Kakashi Sensei. I'll make a shadow clone that will look like you, and you will change it to me, okay? Okay, so you'll think that when you'll make the hand signs for the shadow clone jutsu, and I'll make the hand signs for the fireball jutsu, okay? Yeah. And then we immediately change them, and you make a fireball jutsu, and I'll make a few shadow clones to hold him down. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good plan. Good job, Naruto, he said. Yeah, Naruto smiled. Okay, that's actually a pretty good plan, Kakashi thought. So, I better watch out. As he decided to wait. As he was waiting, he waited for a good 20 minutes until they finally came back out. He saw Sasuke, but he had a smirk on his face. And he saw Naruto, but he looked, he had nothing on his face. Wait, what? He looked at him scared? He didn't have eyes? He didn't have a mouth? He didn't have a nose? His whisker marks are gone. What is that thing? He thought he was actually pretty afraid. As he grabbed a kunai and threw it at them. As it hit the Naruto, and, it died. It was a clone, and then he turned around, and the Sasuke, he grew a smile on his face, as that Sasuke poofed away. As he turned around, he saw Naruto and Sasuke, as he rushed at him. As the Sasuke, he did fireball jutsu, but nothing came out. Instead, he quickly changed and made the shadow clone jutsu, and Naruto did 5-star fireball jutsu, and a huge fire came out from his mouth. As then Sakura came and grabbed the bells. Well, that's what they thought, until, it was just a log. It turned out to be a log. As the timer ran, Kakashi, he came to them. Then he looked at them, and he said, "You all pass," he said. "What?" "Yeah, you guys pass. But we never got the bell, Sakura said. Yeah, but you worked as a team. Okay, let me tell you this. Never abandon your friends. Sure, if you abandon a mission, you would be scum. But if you abandon your friends, you're worse than scum, he said. Oh, Naruto said. Sasuke just nodded, and Sakura looked at him too. As he said, well, good job, Team 7. As he said, meet me here tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. And don't worry, I won't be late. He lied. He was late again. Now this is the story, Team 7. That will be the end of What If Naruto Had Bone Cell Part 1. So, bye. Okay guys, if you like that video, please subscribe, share, and like. Love you. Goodbye.